Nile Valley Ultra Terrestrial Radio, representing Nile Valley Ultra Terrestrial Cosmic Network, along with Nile Valley Institute and the Nile Valley Scrolls, broadcasting on the ARC frequency, telepathically searching for signs of life. The title of this Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial radio broadcast happens to be HRU'TET, DJED of AUSAR, Wednesday, 12/16/15, HRU'TET, Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial Cosmic Network and Nile Valley Institute is our cultural base. This esoteric information presented in this Nile Valley Scroll is being specifically recorded and also documented exclusively for the Nile Valley Institute Ultra-Terrestrial Original Cometian Archives. HRU'TET, DJED of AUSAR. This Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial radio broadcast, HRU'TET, DJED of AUSAR, is being posted also parallel to the release of the most recent Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens. That movie goes far beyond so-called entertainment, and we have also reposted the following comments for you to think deeply about. We, the elite, think you are idiots. Sure, we are prideful, vain, powerful, and greedy, and sure, we deceive and lie and promote your ignorance. And so what? If you are too dumb, too stupid, or too self-involved to protect yourself against us, you deserve to be manipulated, used, and abused. And we think it is also funny that we can get away with it. We've been getting away with it for generations. Hell, we have even forecast our plans through television series and Hollywood movies, and you think it is entertainment. The Hollywood movie, The Force Awakens, contains also various coded esoteric messages being far beyond the lack of comprehension of most of the American mass population. The word Jedi has also been adapted from the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian word DJED, DJED, pronounced DJED, an ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian instrument, device, and tool used to channel electromagnetic energy and electricity from the planetary Earth magnetic field, referred to as the DJED of AUSAR, also referred to as HRU'TET, DJED of AUSAR, and the so-called Jedi Knights copying the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian so-called Black Egyptian priests referred to as the Jedwa, that channel the cosmic power of the planetary magnetic field also through our minds and auras. This being only an introduction to the introduction of the blatant pseudo-cultural plagiarism by the Vampire Federation of European Secret Societies toward the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian so-called Black Egyptian culture, also being specifically our ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian so-called Black Egyptian culture. I now say again, we, the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometians, referred to also as the so-called Black Egyptians, are the original Jedwa, referred to by Europeans as the Jedi. The Greek words Amun or Amen Ra, referred to as the sun god, was plagiarized and adapted from the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian, referred to also as the so-called Black Egyptian word HRU, Lord of Divine Utopian Cosmic Light. The individual referred to as Jesus Christ was plagiarized and adapted from Osiris, the Greek word for Messiah, being plagiarized and adapted from the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian, referred to as the so-called Black Egyptian word HRU, Lord of Divine Utopian Cosmic Light. So-called Chinese Kung Fu and Qigong, along with Japanese ninjutsu, have been copied, plagiarized, and adapted from ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian, referred to also as the so-called Black Egyptian Jedwa cosmic science. Also, the title of the Star Wars movie, The Force Awakens, is a warning along with a coded message referring to the reawakening of ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian, referred to also as the Black Egyptian Divine Utopian culture. The so-called European inventor Nikola Tesla had been given credit for the invention of so-called free energy. How could this be when the work of Nikola Tesla was copied, plagiarized, and adapted from the culture of the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometians that had introduced so-called free energy taken from the planetary electromagnetic field and utilized this energy as the source of power for anti-gravity spacecraft, computers, electric lights, automobiles, and electricity inside of residential buildings and commercial buildings in ancient Kemet. Each and every individual that is listening to also this Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial radio broadcast should also be continuously extending your ultimate mental, spiritual, and financial support also to Nile Valley Institute NVI. Go to Nile-Valley-Network. That is one word, Nile-Valley-Network .blogspot.com. When the Nile Valley scroll appears, scroll down to the bottom of the page to PayPal. Click the PayPal hyperlink to extend your financial pledges. We can also be contacted on Facebook at specifically Ark Lord Imhotep, IMHOTEP, and you can express your comments there. You can also go to Utopian Dreams on the YouTube channel, the Utopian Dreams radio channel on YouTube, and listen to the Utopian Dreams original musical sketches. That's UTOPION-DREAMZ, Utopian Dreams. I can also be contacted at Lord Amen Ra. That's one word, Lord Amen, AMENRA, Lord Amen Ra at yahoo.com. I now say again, each and every individual that is listening to also this Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial radio broadcast should also be continuously extending your ultimate mental, spiritual, and financial support also to Nile Valley Institute NVI. Greek pseudo-cultural vampires. Greece is referred to as the foundation of all European pseudo-culture. All Greek pseudo-cultural references were copied, plagiarized, adapted, synthesized, and recycled from the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Kemetian culture. We have reposted the following information for you to read and think also deeply about. When Europe colonized Kemet, it also colonized the language used to speak about Kemet. Thus, at also the very beginning of Greek domination of Kemetian interpretation, one finds the name of Kemet is changed to Egypt. A Kemetian original becomes, in the writing of the Greeks, a Greek epithet for houses of Ptah. Subsequently, the appropriation of Kemetian cultural forms, places, and concepts, being such as Shenu, Benu, Tekken, Hormeket, Waset, Minefer, and Neb-Ankh. Europe claims these as being Cartouche, Phoenix, Obelisk, Sphinx, Thebes or Luxor, Memphis and sarcophagus, and thousands of other terms disrupted the common understanding of Kemetian realities. This was not simply a process that infected thinking about ancient Kemet. It was an ordinary process of European control. Cities in Kemet lost also their Kemetian original names, only to be reintroduced with European names. Rakastus becomes Alexandria. Harar becomes instead Salisbury, and so forth. Where Kemetian original names had seemed to be difficult for Europeans to pronounce, they gave completely new ones, being such as Leopoldville, Stanleyville, and Elizabethville. Natural formations lost also their names as Europe colonized mental territories by calling Mosi Wa Tunya, the smoke that thunders, by the name of also Victoria Falls. I have again been reminded of how deeply the cultural illiteracy and slave mentality has become among the so-called Melkite Coptic Negro mass population. They are lost and trapped in their mental and spiritual woeful desolation, unable to comprehend their woeful position. I also extended a cosmic hand of cultural enlightenment specifically and repeatedly toward those individuals, and they also rejected this divine gesture, and they chose instead to remain lost and trapped in their pseudo-cultural illusions of cultural illiteracy and slave mentality. So be it. They have initiated an undercover, hidden cultural war being directed toward us, the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetians, also referred to as Black Egyptians. They have already been defeated and transcended by us, the original, ultra-terrestrial, illuminated Kemetians. We are fighting a cosmic war. Also, the Moors from North Africa have been acknowledged inaccurately with bringing cultural enlightenment also to the overall European species. The Moors went into Spain and England instead, 700 to 1491, and reintroduced those two countries to the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetian culture. I now say again, the Moors went into Spain and England instead, 700 to 1491, and reintroduced those two countries to the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetian culture that was introduced to the Greeks by the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetians. Centuries before that, Plato, the so-called gatekeeper of Greek philosophy, had gone into ancient Kemet and studied the ultra-terrestrial, original, illuminated Kemetian so-called mystery system during the course of 22 years, and had taken what he also had learned back to Greece, and the overall total foundation of Greek pseudo-cultural philosophy was copied, adapted, plagiarized, synthesized, and recycled from the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian culture. The so-called African Moors from so-called North Africa were not able to comprehend the esoteric, hidden, cosmic ultra-terrestrial code of the illuminated original Cometians, and so they adapted the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian mystery system to Islam, being an extension of so-called Christianity that was formed in 594 in the so-called Monophysite church in Syria. Not only do the Moors not comprehend the esoteric, hidden, coded, hyper-dimensional physical and physics equations in the ultra-terrestrial original Cometian mystery system, most of the individuals who refer to themselves as the followers of ancient ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian culture, they do not comprehend the base and cosmic foundation of ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian culture, based on the so-called ancient astronaut esoteric technology. There is a deep-rooted hatred and hostility among various groups of Melkite Coptic Negroes posturing, posing, and pretending to be original Cometians. And they are now being totally exposed across the so-called geographical American environment. I have repeatedly experienced various groups of individuals among the Moorish plagiarized pseudo-cultural, pseudo-Cometian movement, and they have attempted to repeatedly break me down, and they have miserably failed. Not only that, themselves being unaware that each time one or a group of them have attempted to trivialize, marginalize, ignore, dismiss, and reduce my credibility. Instead, this has only inspired me to rise to a greater level of electromagnetic vibrational resonance, bringing forth also what is referred to as Jedwa Dragon Arc Lord. They have insanely actually uttered the unspeakable and unthinkable and unimaginable words that what I have presented happens to be insignificant and that no one cares. And that is a tactic of psychic intimidation. And I have looked at also those individuals and realized they see themselves as not being lost and trapped in their pseudo-cultural illusions. And they are now mentally and spiritually regressing at an unaware, accelerating and escalating pace. I now say again, those individuals have declared an intercultural war against us, the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Cometian Jedwa, being referred to as the Jedi by the Vampire Federation of European Secret Societies. Each and every individual listening to also this Nile Valley ultra-terrestrial radio broadcast should also be continuously extending your ultimate mental, spiritual, and financial support also to Nile Valley Institute NVI. Also, go to Nile-Valley-Network, all one word, .blogspot.com. When the Nile Valley scroll, being most current, appears, you can scroll down to the bottom of the page and click the PayPal hyperlink to extend your financial pledges. You can also go to Facebook to ARC Lord Imhotep, IMHOTEP, and express your comments and your words of encouragement. Also to Nile Valley Institute. Go to also the YouTube channel to the Utopian Dreams music channel. That's UTOP''ION Dreams, DREAMZ. And listen deeply to the esoteric musical original sketches by our musical collective Utopian Dreams, UTOP''ION DREAMZ. I can also be contacted at Lord Amen Ra, that's one word, LORDAMENRA, at yahoo.com. Each and every individual that is listening to this Nile Valley ultra-terrestrial radio broadcast should also be continuously extending your ultimate mental, spiritual, and financial support also to Nile Valley Institute NVI. Also, the pseudo-cultural illusion referred to as being so-called Christmas is now approaching, and the so-called Christmas holidays. The word Christmas was adapted from the 8 days of Hanukkah in the so-called Ashkenazi, Sephardic, and Hasidic Jewish plagiarized, adapted, and stolen pseudo-cultural tradition. Also, the so-called African Kwanzaa is based on the 8 days of Hanukkah, which is connected to so-called Christmas Day, being December 25th. And the 8 days of Hanukkah begin on the date of December 25th, just as Kwanzaa. What is not also known by most of the individuals across the global environment is that also the so-called Christmas holiday, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah is based on the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetic festival of HRU that begins December 25th and is concluded January 1st when the planet Sirius appears directly above the king's chamber of the Great Pyramid of HRU, referred to as Giza by the Vampire Federation of European Secret Societies. The correct name being the Great Pyramid of HRU. Also, the city of so-called Jerusalem is also copied, adapted, and plagiarized from HRU, being the original pronunciation of HRU Salam. See again, being copied, adapted, and plagiarized from the original terms of HRU, which is Jeru, or HRU, HRU, Salam, just as the so-called Islamic language was adapted from the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetic culture. Returning to the Hollywood movie in the Star Wars movie series, The Force Awakens, is a warning and a coded message referring to the reawakening of the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetic Jadwa culture. We have also been referred to as the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetic Jadwa dragon, brother and sisterhood. I now also re-emphasize to the individuals that are truly in ultimate divine utopian alliance with Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial Cosmic Network and Nile Valley Institute, NVI. You must keep in mind there is a cosmic war being initiated against us by different factions among the Vampire Federation of European Secret Societies, along with various groups of individuals among the Melkite Coptic Negroes in America. We, the ultra-terrestrial, illuminated, original Kemetians, are deeply hated by the Melkite Coptic Negroes as much or more than we are deeply hated by different factions of the Vampire Federation of European Secret Societies. Most definitely as our divine utopian original illuminated Cometian culture is now reawakening. And there is most definitely a divine utopian reawakening among us. It has become inevitable that we must fight and continuously move collectively forward in the cosmic war that has been viciously, subversively, deceptively, deviously, maliciously, and treacherously initiated against us. We now say again to the individuals that are truly in ultimate cosmic alliance with us at Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial Cosmic Network, we must now upgrade and raise our flow of divine communication resonating between us during the course of each day and each night. We must continue to resynchronize and realign our divine utopian collective thought vibrations during the course of this day and each forthcoming day. All of the groups of individuals that attempt in their woeful subversive approach, they are defeated and transcended by us, the divine utopian ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometians. We must also pledge our continuous and ultimate alliance toward one another during the course of this day and each forthcoming day. I now say again, we must pledge our continuous and collective ultimate alliance toward one another during the course of this day and each forthcoming day. Each and every individual also listening to specifically this Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial radio broadcast. HRU'TET, DJED of AUSAR, should also be continuously extending your ultimate mental, spiritual, and financial support also to Nile Valley Institute, NVI. Go to Nile-Valley-Network.blogspot.com. That is one word, Nile-Valley-Network.blogspot.com. When the Nile Valley scroll appears, scroll also down to the bottom of the page and click the PayPal hyperlink to extend your financial pledges. You can also connect with us on Facebook at Ark Lord Imhotep. That's IMHOTEP. Express your comments and your words of encouragement directed toward Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial Cosmic Network, Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial Radio, and Nile Valley Institute. On the YouTube channel, type in the words Utopian Dreams, UTOP''ION DREAMZ, and listen deeply to the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Cometian divine utopian musical sketches written, arranged, produced, and performed by our musical collective, Utopian Dreams, UTOP''ION Dreams, DREAMZ. I can also be contacted at Lord Amen Ra, LORDAMENRA at yahoo.com. Those individuals that have initiated and also declared a hidden intercultural demonic and undercover cosmic war against us, the ultra-terrestrial illuminated original Jetwa Cometians. I now say to those individuals, you have already been defeated, transcended, reprimanded, rebuffed, rebuked, and banished permanently into also the cosmic void of the netherworld. I now also re-emphasize again to the individuals connected in their ultimate and true alliance with the Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial Cosmic Network through specifically our combined and collective divine utopian electromagnetic thought vibrations toward our abundant and ultimate power, progress, prosperity, safety, security, sovereignty, success, and well-being. We have also continuously reactivated and shall continuously reactivate and retune the cosmic shield protecting us all collectively and continuously. And keep in mind to extend your financial pledges to Nile Valley Institute, along with also your ultimate continuous and collective mental and spiritual support extended to Nile Valley Ultra-Terrestrial Cosmic Network. HRU'TET DJED of AUSAR. HOTEP.